Hello and welcome to NXT. I am your host for this show, Mr. Evans. And today we have a wonderful match for you here today. We have the NXT Championship match on the line and a triple threat Iron Man match. And you see right here stepping up first for the championship, they call him Trick Willie. Trick Williams, the man that's aiming for the sky and heading for higher things. Trick Williams heading down to the ring without fear in his heart, knowing that his opponent here today might lose his championship. Now, Trick Williams knows the odds. He knows that his favor are against him because he has another man in this match aiming for the same thing. He wants to be NXT champion. So Trick Williams has to play his cards right and make sure that he plays the game exactly the way it's supposed to be played and walks out with the title. And now here comes another man. A man that's been known as the NXT North American champion until he lost it to Femi. But Trick Williams is not worried about that at all. In fact, he said that this is his opportunity to step up higher than he ever stepped up before. And if that's going up against two men to get the NXT championship, so be it. I asked Trick Williams this morning. I was just like, hey, what do you think your odds is in this match? And he said, my odds is very clear. I'm going to be the number one standing. And I'm going to have that title around my waist while the rest of my opponents is laid out on the floor. So we'll see if he can step up and get the job done. And now, here comes the NXT champion. The man that everybody knows and everybody wants to be around. They call him Tony Angelo, and he is your NXT champion. And he is going to make sure that he stays that way. Tony Angelo, he got this title really around in November. And he's hold on to it ever since. He has not lost his championship to anybody. So Tony Angelo stepping in the ring tonight in this triple threat Iron Man match. It's got to speak numbers. He's got to be a little bit nervous because he know he don't have to get pinned to lose his championship. There it is, the NXT championship. Look at the gold. It's there, you see it. And they see it, and they're going to fight for it. See the ref holding it up high right there. The crowd is going crazy. They know they're about to have a banger. They know that these three men are about to go absolutely mayhem with each other. And here we go. Already starting off hot. Trick Williams grabs the head of Wes Lee and gives him a suplex. Now, let me tell you something about Trick Williams. Trick Williams is doing absolutely great in the NXT. He has made a few flaws, but he risen back up and got back where he needs to be at. And that speaks volumes for Trick Williams. So I think Trick Williams will absolutely get a point here, or a couple of points against Tony Angelo and Wes Lee and happened to pick up the victory and take home the NXT Championship. But like I said, that's if he played his cards right. Here comes Tony Angelo, punch to the face to Wes Lee. Wes Lee wasn't even paying attention. Looked like he was messing with his eye because I think he got hit in it. That's the wrong time to mess with your eye. Tony Angelo with a takedown. Now, Tony Angelo, he's been champion since November. Guys like Tyler Bate, Butch, Jinder Mahal, men like them and more stepped up to Tony Angelo. And all of them has fell down to Tony Angelo. Tony Angelo has represented that NXT Championship with pride. And he said he has no plans on letting go of it anytime soon. And speaking of that, let it go. He does belly to belly. Wes Lee almost on that chair there. Now Wes Lee trying to make something happen here. Trick Williams with a chop to the chest. Oh, I know he felt that. Oh my goodness. Trick Williams with a hip attack. Well, not a hip attack, a knee attack. Busted D'Angelo wide open. And now here comes Wes Lee with a flying forearm in the corner. But Tony Angelo comes back around and gives Wes Lee a suplex. And then gets out the ring and goes under the ring to find a weapon. You might want to watch out, Trick Williams, because Tony Angelo is trying to make a song here. And it's got you in it. Wes Lee happens to counter that move there. And now he's going for that armbar, trying to break the arm of Trick Williams. But Trick Williams knows how to counter stuff like that. He got out of it just in time. And here comes Tony Angelo. He tried to do a little attack on Wes Lee, but it happened to get kicked in the back by Trick Williams. Now all three of these men that's fighting in this ring right now, Wes Lee, Tony Angelo, Trick Williams, all three of these men are the heart of NXT. You have Wes Lee, that was a North American champion for the longest time. You have Trick Williams, that was a North American champion and an NXT champion at the same time. And then you have Tony Angelo, that is NXT champion. So all three of these men hold a purpose here in NXT. They hold it together. I'm not saying that the rest of the locker room don't hold it together, but these three men right here, these three men together hold a piece in NXT that holds it together. It's like a puzzle. And they hold it together so perfectly that is insane. But here we go. A butterfly suplex, and now Tony Angelo goes for the pin. 2. Oh, he didn't even get a 2. Trick Williams grabbing now. Wes Lee said, let me get some of that. And now it's a double DDT. And that didn't last long. That friendship did not last long, because here comes Trick Williams with a high knee. And here comes Tony Angelo with another suplex, folding Trick Williams in half. And now that dangerous move by Trick Williams almost knocked the teeth out of Tony Angelo's mouth. And now you see Trick Williams gave Wesley a snake eyes and then went over there and gave Tony Angelo a drop kick to the back while he wasn't even looking. Now Wesley with a super kick. Wesley looking to be an NXT champion, looking to change things here in the NXT. But he cannot do that if his head is not in the game. Tony Angelo beating away on Trick Williams, and Trick Williams is trying to fight back, but Tony Angelo fighting back even harder. Trick Williams countered the move, and now here comes Wesley and Trick Williams again with another tag team move. Well, not a tag team move because they're not a tag team, but a double team move at that. Oh, what a big boot to the face. That might be it. 1, 2, and that would not give the point to Trick Williams. This is a triple threat Iron Man match. Whoever gets the most points wins the match. And it's, as you can see, anything goes. You see guitars in the ring. You see chairs in the ring. You see trash cans in the ring. You see a picnic dinner table in the ring. And they're not even having a picnic. You'll see anything when it comes to matches like this because that's what it's here for. That's what it's all about. For matches that'll make you go, oh my God, that really happened. Or, oh my God, did they really do that? That's what it's all about. And Trick Williams trying to throw a chair shot to Tony Angelo, and Wesley try to go for a springboard attack to Trick Williams, but each one of them missed, and Trick Williams is on top. Trick Williams got Tony Angelo with a neck breaker. And now Trick Williams looking to climb. Is he going to hit him from there? And a flying elbow from Trick Williams. And here comes Wesley. Oh, look at this. Oh, my goodness. Wesley with a springboard drop kick right to Trick Williams. A beautiful, beautiful drop kick from Wesley. A knee attack to the face from Wesley here. Busted. Well, he was already busted open, but I think it's busted open even more now. And here comes Trick Williams looking for an attack there. Tony Angelo with a clothesline. Now, Tony Angelo, he is the NXT champion, as you know, but he has to know that he is in the ring with two other men that wants to take that title away from him. He's in the ring with two other men that do not care if he has to feed his family with that title. They do not care if that title puts money in his pocket. All they care about is winning that title and getting that same thing that the champion has, and that's money, power, respect. They want it all. Trick Williams said, yeah, I was North American champion. I wasn't happy with it, so I became NXT championship, and it felt good. It felt good to be the NXT champion because people all around that locker room respected me. People know my name. The crowd knew my name. They would chant my name every time I came out with that NXT championship, and they were just getting all hyped up. Trick Williams said he knew how that felt before he lost that NXT championship to Tony Angelo. And Trick Williams going for that swinging neck breaker. He goes for the pin, but I don't think he should be doing that because Tony Angelo is still standing. You cannot make a pin if the other opponent is standing up, waiting for you to make a pin so he can break it up. All three men right here fighting for a purpose. The referee finally getting up after taking a little quickie nap. Tony Angelo with a kick to the shin, but look at this. Oh, that might be it. Trick is out of it. And he's not out of it long enough to kick out. Oh, here comes Wesley. Wesley, look at this. Oh, my goodness. And he goes for the pin. You know you're not going to get a pin while they're standing right there. I don't know why y'all do that. You know that your other opponent in that ring is not going to let you make that pin. You know that. They're Wesley trying to get the first fall no matter what, but he happens to not get a point. Wesley fighting off Tony Angelo, and he just got hit in the back of the head by that trash can by Wesley. Wesley said, let me take out the trash and hope the trash man comes tomorrow and pick it up. And now Tony Angelo said, here, I got some trash I need to take out too. Tony Angelo taking down Wesley. Oh, what's he doing? And a knockout. He just grabbed the brass knuckles right out his pants. A perfectly reminder move that happened long ago by a man we call William Regal. He was the first man that ever invented the sneaky knuckle attack. So Tony Angelo taking a book out of his book and pulling off the unthinkable, but it did not happen to get Trick Williams out because it just wasn't enough. Oh my goodness, look at the distance. The distance between them two. He just came out like a flying rocket and hit his target. And Tony Angelo did not like that at all. And here comes Trick Williams, throws Tony Angelo to the ropes, but Tony Angelo gets out of the way of some time. And now it's Trick Williams that's in the opposite end because Tony Angelo and Wesley decided to do a double team move on Trick Williams. And now Trick Williams looking to get a little payback. Now I truly believe that once these three complete all the things that they have to do in NXT, they will be a major hit on either Raw or SmackDown. Trick Williams, he'll be wonderful on Raw. Wonderful. A wonderful addition to Raw. Wesley, probably a wonderful addition to SmackDown. Tony Angelo, wonderful addition to SmackDown. Like these three men, they will have a good purpose on the main roster one day. I believe that. That's if they give them the right storylines and the right matchup cards and stuff like that. But other than that, they have a bright future ahead of them. But right now in this very ring, they're fighting for something that's going to change their life. And that's grabbing the NXT Championship. Now, Tony Angelo already has the NXT Championship, as you know. But it's going to change the life of these two men right here. Wesley or Trick Williams. So, as if you can really tell, it's Trick Williams and Wesley that really has something to fight for here. And they're fighting until their to their heartbeats out their chest. Like all three of these men are fighting at a pace that we have not seen before. And bouncing his head after, oh my goodness, and here comes Wesley with a suicide dive, knocking Trick Williams down on the mat, right on that table. And now Trick Williams said, all right, bet I'll do you one better. And now here comes Tony Angelo once again, taking care of business. Throws Trick Williams into the ring, and now here comes Wesley trying to get some of the action. And now Tony Angelo just raking the eyes, just raking it, just raking away. And the ref is not going to say anything about it because anything goes in this match. And Trick Williams with a clothesline to the corner where Tony Angelo was stunned at. Now Wesley looking to get an advantage or get a pin on Trick Williams. But I don't think he knows that Trick Williams is not even close to getting pinned yet. And Wesley just smashes the guitar right on the head of Tony Angelo. But Tony Angelo just eating it up, saying, I'm all right. It hurt, but I'm still getting up because I got a championship to defend. Oh, but Trick Williams got suplex and jumped right back up like a Hawkamaniac. Now Trick Williams looking to look for an equalizer, and he got one, and right across the head, a light bulb shot right across the head to Tony Angelo. And I know he's feeling that. I know Tony Angelo is definitely feeling that. And you see him holding his head like, oh man, like, okay, let me get away from these two for a minute. Let me get my thoughts together, because he kind of rattled my head there for a minute there. And now he's going for that trash can. And now Wesley said, go for it. He goes for the pin. But Wesley comes back in and said, I'm just playing with you. You actually thought I was going to let you go for the win? I don't think so. I don't think I was going to let you get that point, buddy. And Wesley throws Tony Angelo to the corner, but now Trick Williams puts Wesley in the corner. Wesley countered the attack and gives him a flipping heel kick. And now he goes for Tony Angelo again, a flipping. Oh, but Tony Angelo countered it. Tony Angelo countered it with a nice drop kick to the face. And it's Uranagi, but Trick Williams said, I'm not letting you get that point. I'm just not. And another dangerous uppercut from Trick Williams. 1, 2. And Tony Angelo happens to get his shoulder up at 2. Wesley coming in hot, coming in heavy. You don't know who he want to attack first. Oh, but Trick Williams looked like he was going for a trick shot. As soon as Wesley was going to attack Tony Angelo, but it was too late. Wesley was just too much quicker. Now Wesley with the chops and with the kicks. Chopped him down real slowly. And now Tony Angelo looking at Wesley. Now Wesley with the forearm to the face. Tony Angelo, he has to get a point if he wants to retain his championship. Because if not, that point can go to Trick Williams and he can get the point and win off that. Or it can go to Wesley. He can get 1 point and win off that. So Tony Angelo has to think very smart about it, what he does in this ring. He has to think about when and where to choose his time to get in the ring and break up pins. And he has to choose his time on when to use his finisher. So Tony Angelo is sort of playing smart in this match, because he knows that at any given time that this match can go in another direction that he don't want it to. Oh my goodness. And that's what I mean right there, because that deadly attack from Wesley. Laying out, but that laid out Wesley right there. That trick shot, 1, 2. And that's not enough to put down Wesley. And now here comes Tony Angelo with a drop kick, sending him flying to the referee. And another flying heel kick from Wesley. Both men are down. Well, one of them was down. Now Trick Williams is back up to his feet. And now Tony Angelo jumping out the corner and going right after Wesley. Is Wesley going to become the 3-time NXT champion? Not Wesley. Is Trick Williams going to be the 3-time NXT champion? Is Wesley going to be the first ever for his time NXT champion? Or will Tony Angelo retain his title and walk away without any worries in the world? Because right now, that's how Tony Angelo is fighting. Like, he's fighting like he doesn't have a worry in the world. He's fighting like he knows he had this in the bag. The way Tony Angelo is fighting right now, Tony Angelo is fighting like, yeah, I'm going to let these two fight it out. I'm going to get a couple licks in, and then I'm going to let them do the rest of the work on each other. And then after the time is right, I'm going to get a pin. So it's like he's playing the role that, okay, y'all two tire each other out, so I can come in and just take care of one of y'all and just get it over with by any means necessary. And we only have 7 minutes on the clock. So if either of these men get a point, it can either be 1 point. If either of these men get a point, it's either over for D'Angelo, or if he plays his cards right, it's over for these two competitors. So we're going to see who's going to get the first fall here. So far, all 3 men has been fighting, and none of them has happened to get a pinfall yet. Not one has happened to get a pinfall on the other one yet. And that speaks numbers right there. That speaks volumes. That just speaks on how bad these 2 men want to beat Tony Angelo for the NXT championship. That's how bad they want to be NXT champion. They took damage. They took shots to the face like that right there. Like that exactly right there. Shots to the face like that, and still happen to have the heart to kick out just to try and grab their hands on an NXT championship. I know it's a hard thing to do, Wesley. I know it's a hard thing to do, Trick Williams. I know it's a hard thing to do, Tony Angelo, for defending your title. But these 3 men know for a fact that they have something to fight for this WWE crowd. And Trick Williams said, you already know the business. They call me Trick Willie and I slap a boy silly. And now Trick Williams got the chair, and now he's going, he's trying to go for a chair shot to Tony Angelo, but Tony Angelo seen that chair shot coming. He said, I don't think so. You was doing all that taunt for, man. Then you gonna try to come in here with hit me with a chair. That's not gonna happen. Trick Williams. Oh, Trick Williams is trying to go for a suplex, but Wesley countered it. Springboard off the ropes and hit him with a stunner. Then turned around and gave Tony Angelo a flying forearm. Wesley, he's fighting like Like he really wants to be NXT champion. Wesley is fighting like, hey, I have a chance here. Yeah, I might not be North American champion now, but I'm aiming for something bigger than that. I'm aiming for the top. I think I have a chance to be NXT champion. And that's how Wesley is fighting right now. He's fighting like he deserves to be the NXT champion. Wesley putting Trick Williams on the ropes and just pulling his arm back, making sure that he's does damage to that arm, even though Trick Williams is not going to need that arm. But he should have watched that other arm come flying in, because Tony Angelo came in hot with that clothesline. 1, 2, 3, and Tony Angelo with the first point already. And Tony Angelo, a suplex. Not done yet, a swinging neck breaker. And he goes for another pin. 1, and Trick Williams said, I'm not letting you get another point. And the ref is down, taking a nappy nap again. Poor ref. He just can't get a break. So someone give this ref some flowers at the end of the show. Let's give him a hug at least. After the end of the show, let's jump over the barricade and say, hey, Mr. Clean, let me give you a hug. Let's give him a big hug and, tell him everything's going to be all right. Hey, give him some flowers at that. Like, here's a good job. Here, take the flowers. You did a good job tonight. Because the ref, he takes risks every time he's in the ring with superstars like this. They take risks. And Wesley goes for the pin. 1. And Trick Williams kicks out at 1. Tony Angelo comes from behind and gives Wesley a big shin breaker. And here comes Trick Williams with a neck breaker, and he goes for the pin, but here comes Wesley with a breakup pin. Wesley with another count. Oh, but this time we were looking for another springboard stunner. But Trick Williams read him like a book. You said, you hit me with it once, you're not going to hit me with it again. Trick Williams seeing it coming. Now he's telling Tony Angelo to get up. But Tony Angelo seeing it coming. And here comes Wesley knocking off both of them. Once again, Wesley, he's fighting like he has a purpose. Wesley is really fighting like he has a purpose in this match, which he does. Don't get me wrong, he has a purpose. But he's fighting like he belongs in the NXT top rank. Tony Angelo and Wesley throwing hands to hands, but Trick Williams with the trick shot. And Wesley saying, I'm not going to let you get a point. And a spinning fist from Wesley, and another spinning fist from Wesley. Turned his back on him, now giving Tony Angelo a DDT, and now Wesley is on top of the rope, and look at this, a spiral attack, but Wesley did not able to get the pin because Trick Williams broke it up. And now Trick Williams throws the chair at Wesley, but Wesley moves out the way just in time just to give him a hurricanrana. Now Wesley throws Tony Angelo out the ring, trying to go after Trick Williams here, but the count is going down. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and Tony Angelo still remains NXT champion, and he did it all with 1 point. That's all it took, was 1 point. I am your host, Mr. Evans, and have a blessed Wednesday. Talk to you later.